The W12, and I am beginning decal duty on it. Basically getting the wing decals on, and then I'll eventually, once I get these done, I'll get the Balkan crosses and the serial numbers, and that's pretty much all the decals I'm going to add to it. But once I get all the decals on, then I'm going to go in and paint everything, give basically like the cockpit and the gunner area be brown, a couple washes, and that's about it, and paint the engines. And then I'm going to basically post shade everything, just give it some character and everything, because I'm basically, if you're not seeing the kit, go to wingnuts.com and find Felix Stowe. I'm actually building this plane right there, and that's basically what the diorama is going to look like. And that number says 1401. The number on that plane, if you look on their website, is 1410. So that's an easy fix, and doing a custom decal job there. So that is what I got going on the W12. Basically, decals go on great. I really think that the wing decals, these are actually one length. They actually need to be cut in half, I think, just to be easier to apply. The top wing is basically five decals if you count the flaps, and they're broken up, but I think they need to be cut just a little bit more, just to make it easier. I'm just putting a lot of solution on. Hopefully when that get dries, and I can keep continuing on. The Red Devil, I got the cockpit done on the last video. I got the basically the cockpit area of the fuselage together. Got the main body put together, and I started sub-assembling the wings and putting them on, but not too shabby. I did leave out the I call it the internal afterburner part. You're not going to see it, and I figured it'd be in the way. But there you go, getting closer and closer. Hopefully I'll get more sub-assembly this week. And Alicia, I did get you a wood base, and I will have the Red Devil here mounted basically with a telescoping brass tubing. So basically it'd be like that. And that slides in there, and not only probably stick out about that much from the model. So be easy to assemble once you get it. So that's what I got going on for the Red Devil. The X-Wing, I went ahead and actually added an LED for like a view screen right here. I didn't, the fiber optics is kind of a way to go, but it's not hard, but it'd be cumbersome. And if this thing was actually thinner, as in not just a big block of resin, I'd probably end up doing it. But I'm just going to make a simple little view screen, and I'll show everyone once I get a little farther ahead. I'll get that fixed up, and it'll basically just glow the cockpit just right. So that's what I got on the cockpit of the X-Wing. I did get the bottom here all mounted. I did get the two wings, bottom wings glued on. I haven't really reinforced anything. I just got them tacked on so I could get the correct X, if you will. And then once I get the cockpit done, and I can get that glued together, get the other wings on, and tidy up all the wires and get that all taken care of. But it's looking sweet so far. So that's what I got going on there. The David will probably be Monday, Tuesday before I get to it, because I got to add some filler on both ends, and top and bottom, and add the fin that I sawed off and sanded smooth. So I got that. I'll probably be Monday, Tuesday before I get that, so I'll show that in the next video. The Dragonfly, I'm basically done. I want to add a clear coat to it, and I'll be pretty much done. But I did get the mask off the cockpit windows, and I just need to touch up because I actually scraped a little off. But get the battery right here. There you go. I think it looks sweet. Just gives it a nice interceptor look, especially like from the cartoon. And of course, you know, camera makes it really bright, but it's actually very subtle. But I'm pretty much done with that. I'm going to do a sealer on it, and I'll be probably do some fancy pretty poses on it for Facebook and Twitter and all them places, so stay tuned for that. The Dragon and the T-Rex. Basically, what I did on the Dragon and T-Rex here, I did what's called a filter wash. If you don't know what a filter is basically taking watered down paint and applying it to your model, and you'll watch it disperse, and you can control how much pigment you want, and go from dark to light. And it's a really nice trick for models. I call it a filter wash because I actually make it I call it dirty water paint. I just take paint, I get it really watered down to where it's just basically dirty water. I start slopping it on here and there, all over the dinosaur here, and it gets real messy, as in goes everywhere, which is, you want it to pool in certain spots, you don't want it to pool in certain spots. It just makes it I think more realistic. What I'm doing now is I got to fix my little chipping paint on the wing, which is just about to get this, but I'll get that fixed, so no worries there. Now what I'm going to do is I want to do a lot of dry brushing. I'm taking some grays, whites, and some browns. As you can see, I've did the filter wash on the both creatures, and then I'm going in and dry brushing. And when I dry brush, I don't do it like real light. I like to get the paint on there, and I like to basically scrub it, as in like you're blending, like you do with oil paints. That's just the way I do it, especially when you have lots of like scale detail. I really just like the blended look, and it doesn't look totally dry brush. Added some little bit of browns on here, if you can see, which I'm just trying to build up layers and just keep on going. But I don't know if you can see, it's very, very subtle. That's the appearance that I like for when I do creatures. And I once I get done with all the dry brushing and the point where I like it, then I'll go in with the airbrush and just basically do shadows and highlights, and do some not camo, but spikes. Where's the T-Rex box? Basically, like, if you can see the lines, I'll do some of that with the airbrush, probably with some inks and stuff, and just do like a scaly pattern. I'll probably do that with the Dragon as well. But the base, what I did on the base was I got all the stuff glued on, and then shot it with a coat of primer, and I'm letting that dry, and then I'll just go to town painting on it. And that's what I got going on today. Got the T-Rex, the Dragon, finishing it up, the Dragonfly. We got the X-Wing. We'll do the David next week, and the W12, and we cannot forget the Red Devil. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.